Hi everyone, I've got my binder, I've got the iPad, I've got sleeves. We're setting up for the I've come back. Of course we are. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lottie. I collect OT6 Ive and I collect some extra stuff for Liz as well, as you can see. So today we're going to be setting up for Ive's first full album. Oh my god, I haven't really spoken about it much on here, but guys, we're out of single album hell. Oh my god, thank the Lord. Currently we know about four tracks, 5 if you include the title track, but we don't really know anything about it. Currently we know Blue Blood and Not My Girl, which is from the FANCON that was last month. It is still March, isn't it? Yes, it was last month in February. Then Kitsch came out yesterday, and then we've had articles about a 4th track called Heroin, basically just because Eugene has writing credits on it. Wonyoung has also been teasing something similar, so I don't know if we're gonna get some like Wonyoung written tracks, or like, you know, she's helped in the making of the tracks, which would be really cool if we got some more like member inclusion within the production of the album. I can give you a little update on my goes as well, because I'm hosting so many goes this era. I'll give you an update on that as well as we go through, but I have a complete album collection for Ive. I am gonna collect OT6 for the FANCON trading cards too, which I believe I set up for in a video. I'm pretty sure I did. So yeah, we're gonna be setting up to collect the new album for OT6 as well as some extra Liz pops, like all the ones that have been announced so far. So this is where Korean album ends, this is where Japanese album starts, and I considered putting it completely chronological. So 11 Japanese version would be here, and then I would put the new album. I'm still undecided. I might put a poll on my Instagram about it because I'm really not sure. But I think as of right now, I'm gonna put it in like Korean album chronological and then Japanese album chronological, just for now. And then I can move it around if I want to change my mind. As usual with Ive, it's actually quite a familiar setup, like we all know where this is gonna go. When we look through the album inclusions, you'll see how familiar the inclusions actually are, as in like numbers of photo cards and things. And I do store my Ive collection in double spreads so I can have 6 members across and have each set on a row. I really like it this way. All my pages are full. It's really satisfying to fill up. I'm excited. So let's go into the first spread. Okay, so I've got the iPad out. We're here on Gmarket looking at the description for the full album, like the photo book version. So it's Ive's first full album. It's called Ive, which is like a really cool name to have, considering that the group's name means I have. So it's like I have Ive sort of thing. But it does make it a little confusing for me. So I might call this era like whatever the title track's called. Unless the title track is called Ive, then that'll be confusing. But anyway, into the photo book version of the album, we have 3 versions yet again. This time it's kind of like the between 1 and 2 packaging, if you're familiar with Twice. It is a sleeve, but instead of a photo book and then an inclusions box, it's 2 photo books. It literally says photo book set, and one is 68 pages, one is 60 pages. So 2 photo books per album, which I think is really interesting. Like, does that mean we're gonna get 2 concepts in each album version? I have absolutely no idea. Different sleeve covers, 2 photo books per album, CD per album. Then we get into the 9 pocket stuff. We have, let me just put do not disturb on because Gravity keeps tweeting. Okay, so photo cards, there are 1 photo card per member per version, so that's 3 photo cards total for the photo books, which is pretty familiar. We've had that ever since Love Dive era, so the last 2 eras we've had that, which is pretty cool. So that will fill this first spread. Then you also get a sticker, random one each out of 6. I assume these are going to be the same size as the Love Dive ones, if you remember those. They were kind of like this big, like kind of 2-pockety size, 2-pocket, 3-pocket sized, and it was just like a different sticker sheet per member. I assume it's going to be something like that. Then for the pre-order benefits, you get a folded poster, again 1 out of 6, so I assume it's random member, which is really interesting. And you also get a film photo, which is 1 out of 6. So that is it for the photo book. So I will put in my little fillers. I think I only made 1 set of fillers, so I do need to make another set of little bears, as my usual bears are being used for the FANCON spreads, because I have 2 spreads for the FANCon. That's one young, that's Liz. There we go, Eugene. My usual bears are being used for the FANCon merch, and my FANCon merch is actually due to arrive the day after tomorrow. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll be able to finish OT6 without having to trade anything, because I did a group order for it and we have 47 packs of trading cards to open. So hopefully I can pull OT6 from that. It'll make it a lot easier for me, considering that it's been a little bit since the FanCon happened. So this will be my spread for the photo books. We're going to do version 1, version 2, and version 3 as usual. I do store the girls in age order. I don't store them in like leader first order. It doesn't work in my brain. I like normal age order, so Eugene is second, as she's the second oldest. So this will be my spread for the photo books. Then we have member jewel cases yet again. Here we are for the jewel cases. Again, it's Ive. There's 6 versions because they always do member versions for the jewel cases. Usually I get just Liz and Eugene, but this time I've ordered Liz, Eugene, and Ray, because after I met Ray last era, in Afterlife era, she just like shot up in my bias list. So I'm buying 3 jewel cases, but I will of course be collecting OT6. And in there you get 1 CD as usual, 1 photo card out of 6, and you get 1 mini folded poster. It's exactly the same deal as Afterlife era and Love Dive era. I am kind of happy about this setup, as even though they're kind of, you know, stingy with the photo cards as Starship usually are, it means that I don't suddenly have like 80 cards to collect for one era. It's still the same, it still works well with my setup. But you may be thinking, what are you doing with the rest of your spread? That's just 6 out of the 18 photo cards in your spread. Well, that's a great question actually. In Love Dive era, I just put the photo book Starship Square pops here on the top and bottom rows. But then in Afterlife era, I did 1 of the set. I did the selfie set from the photo book pops, and then I did the jewel case pre-order set. Now I am considering doing that again, but interestingly, they're not advertising it, the photo book ones, as the like stuck together cards, like the 2-in-1 piece of card pop out things. They're literally advertised as separate cards, which is intriguing to me. I will be ordering 6 albums from Starship Square, 6 photo book albums, which means that I'll be able to get all of them, all 12 of these. And then of course, like I said before, I will be ordering 3 jewel cases, and with 3 jewel cases I will get, when this loads, I will get 3 of this photo card set, which means I'll only need to get Gal, Wanyang, and Issa. Usually Starship Square pops don't go for too expensive after like the era starts, so potentially I have the ability to do another spread of pops, but God knows if I'll be able to do that. I don't really do that many pops for like OT6 and stuff, and I do it for a reason so I don't go completely broke. So we'll have to see how I feel later about that, or like where I'll store things, because I actually don't store the concept version of the Afterlike photo book pops, so I can always literally just not store a set or like display them on my shelf instead. So yeah, essentially this spread is going to be, the middle is going to be the jewel case set, and then we're going to have Starship Square pops here. Whether it's going to be both the photo book sets or whether it's going to be photo book and then jewel case, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to wait and see until the album comes out and we see the pops, and I'll be able to decide exactly which sets I want to display in my binder. So I do need to sort out my fillers for this. To be honest, it is worth it for me to have extra like OT6 sets of fillers, because then if I have a lot to collect at once, like right now I'm waiting on my FANCON merch, but I also have like, you know, the new album to set up for, I have enough fillers to do that. Even though, you know, I obviously know where all the girls go in my spreads by now, like, or at least you'd hope so. It's nice to have it kind of set out, and I find it satisfying to like take the fillers out and then like put a card in its place. Like it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So yeah, I'm really excited about this era. I might as well talk about what we know so far whilst I do this. But Kitsch came out yesterday. I do like it. A lot of people have asked me how I feel about the song because of the line distribution. Obviously, I'm not the happiest with the line distribution, especially as someone who ults Liz. Like, at Starship, it is not the vibe we are going for. But I do really enjoy the song. I think the concept is so fun. Wonyoung trying to act all tough is honestly the most adorable thing. I did think, I don't know if anyone else thinks this, but the pink outfits during some of the dance scenes, they wasn't shown like too much. The pink outfits, I don't know what they did with Iso's outfit, but it wasn't great. All the other outfits seemed really nice. So I don't know if it was just like a flub by the stylist, or they had to like pull a new outfit out of nowhere for some reason. Obviously we have no idea what went on in the background of the Kitsch music video, but I really like the concept. I do like the song. I did think the change between the chorus and verses was a little jarring at first, but I've gotten used to it. I basically had it on repeat yesterday, and I do like the song. I really like the concept. I've said that 3 times. I think Yujin and Gaol and Ray ate up this concept. I really like the second chorus choreo where Liz is on the front, on the floor. She slays, and she did actually say on Bubble later yesterday that her knees are fine. So as long as she doesn't hurt her knees too much when doing that choreo, I am fine with that. But I'm excited to see a full performance of it. It's a hard one with line distribution, especially when it's so glaringly obvious as this. And it doesn't help that the chorus is like processed in a way that you can't really give it to a specific someone for lines, because it's like the same, because it sounds the same every time because it's so processed. But yeah, I do like the song. I think it's gonna be a really fun concept for them. It feels like Love Dive's little rebellious sister. I really love I really love the varsity jackets that they've got. It really reminds me of Debut and like makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I don't know if you saw the TikTok of like Gal messing about with Wonyoung and Yujin, but that made me so warm and fuzzy inside. I love if I'm really happy they're finally having more songs come out. Like just the thought of getting more than 2 songs at a time, new songs, is just insane to me, and I can't wait to see what they do with the rest of the album. I'm hoping Starship do give Liz lines because she obviously deserves them. Yeah, I just want a little bit more fairness, you know? I just want a little bit more fairness because they're going so all out on the concept and the outfits, and like the music videos obviously have such good budgets, but the lines aren't fair on the members. Anyway, let's go into POB. So I do store my POBs behind album, but in front of OT6 sets, such as like season greetings and like memberships and stuff, which I do have the second dive membership on the way. I have no idea when that's supposed to ship. FANCON is at the back right here. This is where my usual little fillers have gone and where all of my white sleeves are. So let's go and put in a new page for other Liz pops for the new album. This is actually my last 9 pocket, so I need to buy another big box of 109 pockets. Great. So update, I do actually have a POB to fill in this space and this space. I have one of the Love Dive lucky draws to go here, and I have the Star River POB that I really wanted from Afterlight to fill up that page. This is going to be my first page of stuff for Liz POBs for this era. I say first page even though I've only ever collected a full page at most, because I'm hosting quite a lot of goes this era. So currently the goes I have open are Starship Square photo book. We're on like 50 something albums. Starship Square jewel case, I have 7 sets secured, and I have enough claims to get I think 10 at the moment, but we have some spares flying around, so if anyone needs a jewel case that isn't Yujin or Wonyoung's, you can join my go if you would like. There is also MMT, which got announced this morning. I will be attempting to win the 1-to-1 fan call for MMT. I raffled the Soundwave unit call off to a joiner. I do have spares for Soundwave as well. I think I have everyone available but Ray and Wonyoung, I want to say, but Yujin is a maybe. Depends. I might have 1 slot for Yujin, I'm not sure. Basically, if you bias Gal, Liz, or Iso, I definitely have slots available for you in my goes. Currently everyone but Wonyoung is available for MMT, as that only opened this morning. Yeah, I think I'm gonna apply for Yujin's 1-to-1. I really want to talk to her. I've been a fan of Yujin for quite a while, like before I was a thing, like when she was in Ive'S, which is why I have some Yujin Ive'S cards here. Whilst I've been waiting for an Ive comeback, I have had the strong urge to collect Yujin fully for Ive'S, and I still think that might be a possibility in my future. Not right now, whilst I'm you know, I have this going on, like the new era coming on, but maybe that could be a little project that I can start doing this year between Ive comebacks, just to kind of keep me going, I guess, for when I have nothing to collect. But yeah, current POBs, so we already have Starship Square accounted for. If I have another Starship Square POB, which I'll have like 3 technically for Liz, the spare one will go in here. The one that doesn't go in my OT6 spread will go on this page. Then we also have Soundwave, we have MMT. I do have a couple other members claimed for like Soundwave and MMT, so I'll find places to put them. I do have like Ray's MMT from last year, from the call that I met her, displayed next to my fan sign album, so like I might do that, which is why I have a Eugene claim for MMT, because I'll be applying for her call, like I said. So if you do want to join my go, that is on my Instagram. I'll link it down below. I'll also have it in a community post, etc, etc. Then I'm pretty sure the only other pop that I haven't spoken about yet is Nani or Namel Shop, which is a Chinese based store. I don't have a Chinese proxy as of right now, so for my like little pre-claim joiners, I claimed a set from a friend of mine because they have a Chinese proxy, and I'm getting it through them. And then I had enough interest for a second set, so I just have Liz claimed for that. And apparently they're pajama photo cards, so basically that's half of this page accounted for. We'll definitely have more pops across the era, because like this isn't even half of the Afterlife pops. There's literally so many Ive pops out there in the world. There's definitely going to be so many for the first full album, so this may or may not grow past one page. I'm hosting a lot of goes this era, and I plan to host more across the era, so yeah, expect plenty of go videos and like Ive unboxings and things upcoming on my channel. I will fill in these spreads once I get the FANCON stuff in 2 days, so I can use these white sleeves to fill in here, because I don't think I have enough to fill in both of these spreads as of right now. But yes, I'm really excited for the Ive album. Please tell me what you think of Kitsch, and also just like what do you think of whatever thing Ive has dropped in preparation for the new album. You know, just how you're feeling about this era. Like, do you like the concept of Kitsch? I would like to hear your opinions. And also, if you're not an Ive fan, just tell me how you are. How's your collection going? What are the new updates? Collecting anyone new? Like, I want to know. So thank you all for watching. I will see you guys soon for another video, probably my FANCON go unboxing. There's so much in there. There's so much in that box, so I'll be sure to film an unboxing and like sorting video for all that. But yeah, you can find me on other social medias, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Apparently I do TikTok now, that's the thing. Yeah, I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks, bye.